A devastating crisis is sweeping across Europe, causing a shortage of basic necessities. As conditions worsen, governments collapse, and people become violent, fighting and killing each other over food and supplies. Amid this chaos, Nico and his pregnant wife, Mia, search for a way out. One night, with the help of a smuggler, they reach the local harbor. They sneak into a shipping container on a truck, hoping to escape to Ireland. This journey is very important to them because the rebellions killed their first daughter. Now that Mia is pregnant again, they want a better future for their second child. After a few hours, the truck stops to pick up more refugees. People rush in, making it too crowded. The smuggler says they'll split the group. Women and children stay, while men go in another vehicle. Nico protests, saying he wants to stay with his wife, but he is forcibly separated from her. The doors shut, and Mia can only watch through a small hole as her husband is taken away. She uses her phone to reach out to him. Nico reassures her, saying there's no need to worry because both trucks are heading the same way, and they'll see each other again soon. Later, the truck stops at a checkpoint, and all the women quickly hide at the back. The driver shows papers claiming he's carrying cargo, but the soldiers still open the truck to check. At first, they only see a few boxes because the refugees are hiding behind a fake wall. However, the leader becomes suspicious and demands the women come out. Terrified, Mia climbs on top of the crates just as one woman opens the fake wall. The leader kills her instantly, and the soldiers start shooting, killing everyone else. Once they believe everyone is gone, they leave the container and lock the doors. Mia, still hiding, sends a message to Nico, warning him to stay safe. The truck continues moving and arrives at a port, and the container is loaded onto a large ship. Mia keeps calling Nico, but he doesn't answer. She tries to rest, but suddenly, a huge storm shakes the ship. The storm is so strong that Mia falls and loses consciousness. When she wakes up, everything is quiet. The storm has passed. She sees a hole in the container and realizes that her box has fallen off the ship and is now floating in the ocean. Her phone is broken, and she can't contact Nico. Mia searches through the boxes in the container. She finds hoodies and other items. She also finds some tape and uses it to close a hole to slow down the water leaking in. Suddenly, she hears loud screams. She looks outside and sees Nico's container. Mia shouts and bangs on her box, but then she sees Nico's container sinking into the ocean. That night, Mia feels hopeless and thinks about ending her own life. But then, she feels her baby moving inside her. This gives her a reason to keep fighting for survival. While organizing the container, Mia suddenly gets a phone call from an unknown number. When she answers, she's overjoyed to hear Nico's voice. He tells her that the truck driver left him and the others behind before they could board the ship. Mia tells Nico about everything that has happened to her. Even though the situation seems impossible, Nico reassures her and tells her not to be afraid. He promises to call back soon with a plan to rescue her. Days pass, and Mia survives by using the food she finds in the boxes. But things are about to get even harder. One day, during a terrible thunderstorm, Mia's water breaks, and she gives birth to her baby girl in the middle of the storm. In the following days, Mia takes care of her baby. She makes diapers out of hoodies and finds ways to feed her. Then, she comes up with a new plan. She takes a drill and starts making holes in the container's ceiling, hoping to climb on top and call for help. But before she can finish, the drill stops working and she feels frustrated. Angry and hopeless, Mia throws things into the water. Then, she finds a knife. She once thought about using it to end her life, but now it gives her a small sense of hope. As more time passes, Mia runs out of drinking water. She starts licking tiny drops of water that collect on the ceiling of the container. Things get even worse when her knife breaks, making her lose hope. Mia thinks about her first daughter, Uma, and then falls asleep. In her dream, Uma throws a paper airplane at her and blames her for letting her play outside, which led to Uma's death. But then, Nico appears in the dream and tells Mia it wasn't her fault. When Mia wakes up, it's raining. She feels overjoyed because now she has fresh water to drink. She drinks the rainwater and fills up containers to save some for later. Then, she notices the empty tuna can and comes up with an idea. She ties a rope from the crates, threads it through holes in the ceiling, and starts pulling down until she finally opens a hole that lets sunlight in. After that, Mia climbs onto the top of the container and sees that there's no land in sight. Mia changes her baby's diaper and throws it into the ocean and notices that fish start eating it. Mia goes back inside the container and notices hundreds of earbuds, which give her a new idea. Using the wires, she starts crafting a net. When it's ready, she tosses it into the sea with a dirty cloth and manages to catch some fish, which she eats raw right away. Over the next few days, Mia focuses on surviving. She continues to remove water from the container using the hose and successfully catches more fish with her net, storing plenty of them in plastic containers. Suddenly, her phone rings, and she's overjoyed to hear Nico's voice. However, he shares bad news. He tried to steal a boat, but was spotted by soldiers and shot. He is bleeding badly and knows he doesn't have much time left. He calls to say goodbye and makes Mia promise she'll survive. Mia places the phone near Noah so Nico can hear her sweet little sounds. After Mia and Nico exchange their love for each other, her phone battery dies. Mia breaks down in tears. She lies on top of the container, remembering her time with Nico. 25 days pass, and the water inside the container rises higher and higher. Mia has no choice but to stay on top of the container. One morning, while trying to catch fish, she sees a seagull. This makes her realize they might be close to land. Suddenly, one of the sealed holes at the bottom of the container pops open, and the container starts sinking fast. Mia gets trapped underwater, tangled in a rope. She holds her breath and struggles to free herself. Finally, she cuts the rope and swims up to the surface. Now, the shipping container is completely underwater. Mia knows Noah must have floated to the surface because she made her a special floating crib. She calls out for Noah and looks around desperately. Just then, a whale swims beneath her and comes up near Noah. It sprays water from its blowhole, and Noah starts crying. Hearing her baby's cry, Mia quickly swims over and grabs the floating crib. She holds onto it tightly. While holding Noah's crib, Mia talks to her daughter and herself, trying to stay hopeful. Just when Mia is about to lose consciousness, she sees more seagulls in the sky. At the same time, a woman on a fishing boat notices the birds circling something in the water. She tells the others to steer the boat toward the seagulls. When they arrive, the woman finds a floating crib. Inside the crib, Noah is safe. The woman is shocked by what she sees. Then, she notices a rope attached to the crib. She pulls on it and finds Mia in the water. The woman lifts Mia onto the boat and performs CPR, trying to save her life. After many chest compressions, Mia finally wakes up, and the sailors hand the baby back to her before using the radio to call for help. It takes Mia a moment to understand that she's safe. When she looks toward the horizon, she sees they're nearing Ireland, which means she'll soon have the chance to start the new life she dreamed of.